Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva. Jaya Nrsimha Dev, Jaya Nrsimha Dev, Nrsimha Dev, Jaya Nrsimha Dev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nidai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की, इस्कॉन बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नमाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव अष्ट सखी की जय पंचतत्व भगवान की, जय श्री श्री गौर निताई की, जय श्री श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, जय भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की, जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, निदाय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। ओं अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चाक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं गदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादां सगणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितां च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरंगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Today we are going to start with our lecture Srimad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, Text number 6. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, Text number 6. Maharaj Parikshit cursed by a Brahman boy. Yasmin aranye yarnaiva bhagavān utsasarjangam tadaivehānuvṛtto asau adharma-prabhavaḥ kaliḥ yasmin aranye yarnaiva bhagavān utsasarja gam tadaivehānuvṛtto asau adharma-prabhavaḥ kaliḥ. Mataji. What translation? Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Yasmin, on that, ahani, very day, yarhy eva, in the very moment, bhagavān, the personality of Godhead, utsasarja, left aside, gam, the earth, tadā, at that time, eva, certainly, here, in this world, anuvṛttaḥ, followed, asau, he, adharma, irreligion, prabhavaḥ, accelerating, kaliḥ, the personality of quarrel. Translation. The very day and moment the personality of Godhead, Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa, left this earth, the personality of kaliḥ, who promotes all kinds of irreligious activities, came into this world. Purport. The personality of Godhead and His holy name, qualities, etc. are all identical. The personality of kaliḥ was not able to enter the jurisdiction of the earth due to the presence of the personality of Godhead. And similarly, if there is an arrangement for the constant chanting of the holy names, qualities, etc. of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no chance at all for the personality of kaliḥ to enter. That is the technique of driving away the personality of kaliḥ from the world. In modernized human society, there are great advancements of material science, and they have invented the radio to distribute sound in the air. So instead of vibrating some nuisance sound for sense enjoyment, if the state arranges to distribute transcendental sound by resounding the holy name, fame, and activities of the Lord as they are authorized in the Bhagavad-gītā or Srimad-Bhāgavatam, then a favorable condition will be created. The principles of religion in the world will be established, and thus the executive heads who are so anxious to drive away corruption from the world will be successful. Nothing is bad if properly used for the service of the Lord. Translation again. The very day and moment the personality of Godhead, Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa, left this earth, the personality of kaliḥ, who promote all kinds of irreligious activities, came into this world. Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauruvani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Jai Śrī Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vancha kalpatarubhyascha krupa sindhubhyevacha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo nama Jai Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Today we are discussing on Srimad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, text number 6, Maharaj Parikshit, caused by a Brahman boy. As all of you know, the Srimad-Bhāgavatam, which is the literary incarnation of the Lord, presented by Srila Vyasadeva, who was the disciple of Narad Muni. Because Krishna made his divine pastimes in this earthly planet for 125 years, out of which 100 years was from end of Dwapar Yuga and 25 years from the beginning of Kali Yuga. So long Krishna was present in the planet, personality of Kali was not able to enter into earthly planet, because Krishna was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So his influence have never allowed Kali to enter into earthly planet, although the Kali Yuga was already started. So in this context, Srila Prabhupada had given his purport that if there is an arrangement for the constant chanting of the holy names, qualities, etc. of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no chance at all for the personality of kaliḥ to enter. That is the technique of driving away the personality of kaliḥ from the world. So, Krishna and his name are non-different. Because Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he himself came 534 years back as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the devotee incarnation of the Lord, to teach how the people of age of kaliḥ will practice bhakti yoga through chanting the holy name of the Lord with full surrendering process. Because Krishna, he had given his valuable instructions to Arjuna through Bhagavad-gītā. But it was actually meant for the people of this age of kaliḥ. Because Krishna's very dear friend was Arjuna, so by the arrangement of Yogamaya, Arjuna was little bewildered in Kurukshetra war field, battlefield, to fight with his relatives, his brothers, his own guru, pitamaha, etc., which was difficult for him. So ultimately, Krishna gave him entire Śrīmad-Bhāgavad-gītā teaching. Because it was meant for the people of this age of kaliḥ. Arjuna's consideration was because of health. He was considering everything from his relation, bodily relation point of view. But war was arranged by Krishna. It is called dharma-yuddha. So ultimately, Krishna instructed Arjuna that you are not the soul, you are not the body, you are the spirit soul. So you have to fight. For what? For the pleasure of Supreme Lord Krishna. When Arjuna was very much declined, determined not to fight, so Krishna shown him his universal form. You may fight or you may not, but this war will definitely take place. Who are gathered here, they will not leave to their homes. They will die here, Arjuna. Be sure. You may fight or you may not fight. I am not concerned with that. I know I have to establish the religion. So you are the representative of religion. So you have to fight. Unless you fight, you see my universal form. What is going on? Arjuna was amazed. He was thinking not to fight, so the war will be stopped. But Krishna told, the war is already finished, you see. Because Krishna is the creator of past, present and future. He knows past, present and future, trikalagya. So in this way, he had shown Arjuna, your interest will not work here. The interest of the Supreme Personality of Godhead will definitely take place. And the war will be there definitely. And these people are here, they have to die here. That's why Krishna, in the beginning of the war, when blown his conch shell, it was marked that the age or the span of life of the peoples present there already reduced to death period within 18 days. So, it was warning of Krishna. It was only known to Bhishma Pitamaha, nobody else. So, ultimately, war took place, battle was there, and Pandavas were only survived. So, this is the arrangement of Krishna. So, Prabhupada told, when the age of kaliḥ is there, and Krishna had disappeared, Krishna thought in the spiritual planet, I had told Arjuna about Gita. Ultimately I told him the process of surrender. how to serve Krishna with surrendering process. But in my practical life, I have not demonstrated how to surrender. And the age is coming, the people of this age are most downtrodden. Their span of life is less, intelligence is less, memory is less. How can they practice Bhakti Yoga? By the instruction of Gita and Bhagavatam and other important literatures. So ultimately, Krishna, he made the arrangement that Bhagavat, which is the essence of all the Vedas, to be created by Vyasadeva. And Vyasadeva prayed to his guru Narada Muni. And ultimately, Narada Muni blessed him, advised him, just take the sum and substance of all the literatures you had made. And that cream will be the most valuable one, where you have to put emphasis on Supreme Lord Krishna, pure devotional service, and pure devotees of the Lord. And that will be the only asset or blessings for the people of this age of Kali. After narrating so many things on literatures, Vyasadeva was totally dissatisfied in his heart. But after Guru's instruction, Narada Muni's instructions, when he made the essence of the literatures together and made Grantharaj Srimad-Bhāgavatam, he got full satisfaction. Bhagavat, Tulasi, Gangaya, Bhaktajane, Chaturdha Vigraha Krishna, Ehi Charisane. In this age of Kali, there are 4 representatives of Krishna. They are Grantharaj Srimad-Bhāgavatam, Tulasi Devi, Ganga Devi, and Bhakta Bhagavat. So Prabhupada is emphasizing, like Krishna was present and Kali was not able to enter into the earth, although Kali Yuga was already started. Similarly, when Krishna disappeared, wind up his Leela and went to his own planet, spiritual planet, Golak Vrindavan, now the people of this age of Kali, if they will follow pure devotional practice through authorized representative of Supreme Lord Krishna, and they will chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then only they can be survived. Otherwise, the Kali, who is the representative of irreligion, will definitely affect them. So, our process for this age of Kali is very easy. We have to chant the holy name of the Lord, because the name and name Krishna and the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna are non-different. Nama Sindhamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddho Nitya Mukto Abhirnatvang Nama Namina. Srila Rupa Goswami told this in Nectar of Devotion. So holy name is non-different from Krishna. And it is Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. It is full of all varieties of melodies. Purna Suddha, absolutely pure. Nitya Mukta, Abhirna, non-different from Krishna. So we have to chant that type of holy name to protect ourselves from the effects of Kali. Because Kali, when immediately wants to enter, Krishna was the main barrier, obstacle. When Krishna left the planet, Kali entered. But so, people of the earth, under the ruling of Parikshit Maharaj, are following Krishna consciousness perfectly. Wherever he went, he saw people are challenging, following 4 regulative principles: chanting perfectly holy name of the Lord. Not only that, they are doing pure devotional service, and pure devotional service is pleasing Supreme Lord Krishna. So no way to enter any part of the world where Parikshit Maharaj was the only powerful ruler, representative of Supreme Lord Krishna. He is coming in the descendants of Pandavas. He was nephew of Pandavas, grandson of Pandavas, Abhimanyu's son, Uttara's son. All of them are devotees of Supreme Lord. You see, when entire atmosphere is with full Krishna consciousness, all are pure devotees of the Lord, then the byproduct, Parikshit Maharaj, is definitely 100% Krishna conscious. Although he was coming in the Uttara's home as a small tiny child, very tiny shape, but he was very, very powerful. Unless he was powerful, it was not possible for him to face the Brahmastra thrown by Droni, Ashwathama. Prabhupada himself narrated here. He had seen how powerful the rage of that Brahmastra is coming to the womb of his mother. Mother is crying, intolerable. Still, she prayed Krishna, "O Govind, O Krishna, please protect my womb because of my dear child. He is the only asset to our Pandavas dynasty." So Krishna, when he went there, ultimately they are victimized by this powerful ray or the Brahmastra itself. But Brahmastra could not did anything to them because they are very, very powerful personalities. Krishna went there and covered the womb again with his Sudarshan disc. And Parikshit Maharaj was able to see the Supreme Lord in his own eyes in the womb of his mother. So, do you think he is a very small child? Is it necessary for him to hear Bhagavatam to liberate himself or deliver himself to the Lord's abode? That's the only point to be discussed here. And Krishna, he was likened by the Pandavas and all the members. So he has his blessings to Parikshit Maharaj. So Parikshit Maharaj, when he came to the planet, he had shown his prowess. Such an emperor, their all divine qualities are with him. As described by Kapil Dev to Devotee in 3rd canto Srimad-Bhāgavatam, to Arjuna Krishna had instructed in 16th chapter, verse 1, 2, 3, the noble qualities of Parikshit Maharaj they are. And it is by the Lord's mercy, he had not practiced these qualities. They were developed by the mercy of the Supreme Lord. When somebody has a more powerful, good qualities, definitely there will be a effulgence in his body, which marks that he is a great personality, which comes even not to the yogis, those who are doing different austerities. So devotees of the Lord are always in their best of the position than these Ashtanga yogis. Ultimately, when Parikshit Maharaj came and he had his ruling period, and he was never worried about any part of the world, being one emperor of the world. But nowadays, so many fractions, sub-fractions in our earthly planet, still there is disturbance, still there is all sorts of problems, still there is war, still there is so many, these unfavorable situations. People are dying in some part without food, and somewhere surplus food grains are thrown into the ocean. This is the symptoms of this age of Kali. So, Prabhupada had advised that even if we are not able to see Krishna like Arjuna face to face, still Krishna's words, Krishna's name, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's entourage, Krishna's dham, and himself Krishna are non-different. But to have it, we have to chant offenselessly the holy name of the Lord, so that the name will have its impact on us. That's why Purport told several times in his BTGs also he had mentioned, Krishna surya sama maya hai andhakar, jahan Krishna tahan nahi maya adhikar. Krishna is like a effulgent sun and Maya is like a darkness. When effulgent Krishna is there, no question of any presence of this ugly witch Maya. So when you chant name of Krishna, definitely Maya will not enter into that place. But the chanting should be offenseless, so that we will be well protected from the influence of the illusory energy Maya. Maya means what? Miyate anaya iti Maya. That energy which makes the proper identity of the soul to be away from the soul, means covering it with different coverings, like gross body and subtle body. Jiva will identify himself with the body only, not as the exact spirit soul. In this way, the illusory energy makes Jiva to forget its own identity. So, our principle is to follow Srila Prabhupada and chant the holy name with the association of dear and pure devotees of the Lord. Those who are the seer of the truth. Those who are practicing seriously Krishna consciousness. And those who are realizing the truth, absolute truth. Then only the chanting will have its effect on us. So, that Krishna, he is what? Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda, Sarva Karanam Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the Supreme Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful, spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin and he is the prime cause of all causes, as it is explained by Brahmaji in Brahma Samhita. So, that Krishna is coming in the form of holy name. Krishna Varnang Tuisha Krishnang Sangopangastra Parsadam Jaggai Sankirtan Prayari Jajantehi Shumedasa. Those who are intelligent, Shumedasa, learned scholars, they will follow. What? That Krishna who came in the age of Kali as a Krishna, means Gaura, molten golden form. That Krishna appears as Gaura with his all paraphernalia, with associates. First associate is the Supreme Lord Nityananda. Brajendra Nandana Jai, Sachita Suta Hailasai, Balaram Hailanitai. That Krishna came as Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Balaram as Nityananda. And others, Sri Advaitacharya, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Pandit, and the weapon was the holy name of the Lord. Simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can easily deliver himself from the clutches of this illusory energy of the Lord. Very easiest process. So, Krishna, when he came, he was full with all of his incarnations, not devoid of incarnations. He is called Avatari. In this way, he had just made himself available for the people of this age of Kali. That is also explained in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. That is there. Nama Vigraha Swarupa Tina Eka Rupa Tine Veda Nahi Tina Chidananda Rupa Deho Dheir Namo Namir Krishne Nahi Vedo Jiver Dharma Nama Deho Swarupe Vibheda Ataeva Krishner Nama Deha Bilaso Prakrtendriya Grajyano Haeso Prakasa. More emphasis is given on the holy name of the Lord. The Lord's holy name, His form, His personality are all one and the same. There is no difference between them. Since all of them are absolute, they are all transcendentally blissful. There is no difference between Krishna's body and himself or between his name and himself. But as far as the conditioned soul is concerned, one's name is different from one's body, from one's original form, and so on. So, it is just Krishna, the holy name of Krishna, his body, his pastimes cannot be understood by blunt material senses. They are manifested independently. So, we are advised when we chant the holy name of the Lord, we have to keep the picture of Radharani and Krishna in front. Because, oh Krishna's energy, oh Krishna, please engage me in your divine service. So, by repeating it, the Atma, the soul is crying, not the lips are giving sound. The soul is crying. Soul is crying for its reunion with Radharani and Krishna, for its transcendental service which had been away for so many lives for the soul. So, it is crying, oh energy of the Lord, oh Supreme Lord Krishna, please engage me in your divine seva. In this way, when our crying will reach at the lotus feet of Radharani and Krishna, and they will be liberated from this conditioned world, from this relative world, from this world which is the manifestation of three modes of material nature. Otherwise, it is impossible. So, that same, the holy name of Krishna is transcendental, blissful. It bestows all spiritual benediction. For it is Krishna himself, the reservoir of all pleasure. Krishna's name is complete, and it is the form of all transcendental mellows. It is not a material name under any conditions, and it is no less powerful than Krishna himself. We should try to understand. The name of Krishna is more powerful than Krishna. Since Krishna's name is not contaminated by the material qualities, so there is no question of its being involved with Maya. So Krishna's name is always liberated and spiritual. It is never conditioned by the material nature. This is because the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. So in this way we will see the how Lord is merciful to the people of this age of Kali to chant the holy name of the Lord and get the divine blessings of the Lord through pure chanting of the holy name. It is told in Srimad-Bhāgavatam, 5th canto, Jasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarve gunestatra shamasate sura. Harava bhaktasya kuto mahadguna manorthe nasati dhavato vahi. Spiritual personalities like Parikshit Maharaj like Srila Sukadeva Goswami, they are all exalted Vaishnavas. And all the demigods and their exalted qualities such as religion, knowledge, renunciation become manifest in the body of one who has developed unalloyed devotion for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. It's told as Vasudeva Samahatma Sudarlava. It is in Gita also, it is there by Krishna himself. So it is our duty to always be a devotee of the Lord, so that easily we can identify ourselves with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. But on the other hand, a person devoid of devotional service and engaged in material activities has no good qualities. Even if he is adept at the practice of mystic yoga or the honest endeavor for maintaining his family and relations, he must be driven by his own mental speculation and must engage in the service of the Lord's external energy. No meaning of his seva to the family, kith and kin. That's why it is told that we have to see our span of life is limited. In the Satya Yuga, the lifespan was 1 lakh years. In Treta Yuga, it is reduced to 10,000 years. To Dwapara Yuga, 1,000 years. And Kali Yuga, it is only 100 years. Because of irreligiosity and because of all sides of cheating propensities and because of the dominance of Kali, our life is gradually reducing. Not exactly within 100 years of lifespan. It is reducing to 70 or 80 years or sometimes 60 years or sometimes it is more reducing. So how we can practice this devotional service? Through chanting holy name of the Lord. That's why it is the instruction of the Srimad-Bhāgavatam and all transcendental literatures, we have to associate with the Supreme Lord's dear devotees. That's why it is told, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Sastre Koi, Lobe Matra Sadhu Sange, Sarva Siddhyai. A momentary association with dear devotees of the Lord will give us all perfection. Means our life will be successful. So, within this little span of time, we should not waste our time with different practices. Only you have to see who are the dear devotees of the Lord. But to see the dear devotees of the Lord, or to find out the dear devotees of the Lord, it is not so easy in this age of Kali. Because Kali is the best personality to manifest itself as a devotee or Vaishnava or sadhu. And actually, her business is to build her the conditioned soul. So the different sahajyas are coming in form of Vaishnava, sadhu, devotee, and they grab the neck of the simple citizens of the earth and making them influence with different word jugglery to attract them to make their followers and collect some pranami, some money for their own maintenance. So, if you will cry to have a dear devotee of our spiritual guide in this critical world, then you have to pray seriously to Supreme Lord Krishna, Lord Nityananda and Srimad Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is Namo Mahabodhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauro Tuise Namaha. The Mahabodhanaya, most beneficent incarnation, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, himself Krishna, came to give us the prem, Krishna prem, Nam prem. And Lord Nityananda is more merciful. When you get the mercy of Lord Nityananda, no doubt will get the mercy of Srimad Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why it is told we should see that how the pure devotees of the Lord, they are coming to help we people to have the association of dear devotees of the Lord. And their presence is what? Tulayama labenapi na swargang na punarbhavam bhagavad sangi sangasya martyanang kimutasisa. First canto, 18th chapter, text number 3, where this instruction was given by Shuta Goswami to the sages in Naimisaranya. The value of moment's association with the devotees of the Lord cannot even be compared to the attainment of heavenly planets or liberation. It is so powerful and it is so valuable. From matter and what to speak of worldly benedictions in the far material prosperity, which are those who are meant for death. When the sages asked Shuta Goswami, so Shuta Goswami was more encouraged to give them his valuable association. Narayana parasarve na kutaschana bibhyate surgapavarga narakeshopi tulyartha darshina. What are those pure and dear devotees of the Lord? They are solely engaged in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, and never fear any condition of life. For them, the heavenly planets, liberation, and the hellish planets are all the same. For such devotees are interested only in the service of the Supreme Lord. When one is practicing Krishna consciousness, having the guidance of a dear and pure devotee of the Lord, and constantly engaged in his service or seva, gradually the senses, the limbs of the body, the intelligence, the mind, everything is constantly dovetailed to pure devotional practice. They are pure itself by the service we are doing to Krishna, chanting the holy name of Krishna, associating with the dear devotees of the Krishna, hearing the pure Krishna Katha, pastimes of the Supreme Lord from the lips of those dear and pure devotees of the Lord. Constantly engaged in all this seva makes the body, sense, mind, intelligence, everything pure. That's why it is told, not a single moment we should waste. Nasta frayeshu avhadreshu nitya bhagavata sevaya. Every day's activities. Bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistike. Uttama sloka means Krishna is glorified with all selected texts or verse. And we have to see how we are worshipping the Supreme Lord with our pure attention by hearing Krishna Katha. Seva to Krishna starts with unaltered devotion, means with attentively hearing the topics or pastimes of Supreme Lord Krishna. That is the first practice of Bhakti Yoga. From Navada Bhakti Yoga, Shravan is the first, hearing. What happens? When gradually hears, Shatang, Prasangat, Mamabirja Sambito, Bhavanti, Hritkarna, Rasayana Gatha, Tajjasunat, Asu, Apavarga Vartmani, Shraddha, Ratir, Bhaktir, Anukramisyate. This is the gradual process. In the association of pure devotees of the Lord, discussions of the pastimes and activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and heart. These are the symptoms. By cultivating such knowledge, one gradually becomes advanced on the path of liberation. And thereafter, he is freed and his attraction becomes fixed. Then real devotion and devotional service begins. So when here, gradually, mind becomes stable. Mind becomes peaceful. When mind is peaceful, all the five working senses and 5 knowledge-giving senses are following the mind. They are going gradually to a stable stage. When mind is still fixed with the hearing of Krishna Katha and become peaceful, senses are become peaceful and fixed with Krishna Katha, body itself remains fixed. Static. For what? Listening Krishna Katha. In this way, the spiritual energy of the Lord is surcharged to the individual soul from entering into the ear and touching to the heart. What is your heart? It's a big garbage of different kinds of material desires. All filthy things. From time immemorial, from crores and crores life back. What is the impression in mind that is accumulated here, which you are not realizing in the human form of life? When the Krishna Katha is entering from ears, through ears to the heart, gradually the washing or cleaning process continues. Not with the sahajiyas or those who are selling Bhagavat by putting some Hari Katha for few days, few hours, few months and collecting money. That is not the process. You will be befooled. You will be cheated by them. Be careful. Abhaisnava mukhodgirna puta Hari Katha sravan naiva kartavyam sarpochista jathapaya. If you give a serpent a pot of milk, it will drink nicely. But what happened? The poisonous effect in his body increases. And what will be happen next? It will bite you and kill you. This is the consequence of giving milk to a poisonous snake. Similarly, if you will hear Krishna Katha from this Vaisnava, Sahajiya, those who are not coming in Parampara, those who are not practicing Krishna consciousness, those who are not following 4 regulatory principles, those who are not chanting pure name of the Lord, those who are making it as their profession, then our consequence will be like that, and definitely will die without love of Godhead or blessings of Supreme Lord Krishna. We should be careful for that. When our heart is cleansed, what will happen? Shraddha, ratir, bhaktir, anukramishyati. Initially we are not getting any interest in that because time immemorial we had forgotten ourselves, we had forgotten our relationship with Krishna, and we had forgotten our all the devotional practice. But when you hear from a dear and pure devotee of the Lord, Krishna Katha, then it has impact on the heart. When the cleansing process starts, your Shraddha will increase. Your faith will increase. Adu Shraddha, tata sadhu sangha, atha bhajana kriya, atha anartha nivritti, in gradually process will come to bhava, then to prema. But those who are premi bhaktas, dear devotees, they can cleanse your heart with their sound vibration by giving Krishna Katha, nectarian words of Krishna through the ears to hear, touch the heart, which is accumulated with all dirty, filthy things, which is not allowing us to hear every day Krishna Katha. Today you are hearing, tomorrow there is some problem. Oh, how can I do? I have some problems. I can come immediately, all the time, as if it is giving a help to or blessings to others. You are doing helping to yourself. You are giving all the blessings to yourself. Your heart will be cleansed. The moment heart will be cleansed, you will see yourself. What is that? Jiver Surubhai Krishna Nityadas. We are saying it like parrot, but no realization yet. Because we are not doing constant listening of Krishna Katha from the lips of dear and pure devotees of the Lord. When you hear, when you release, when heart will be cleansed, Shraddha, Ratir, Bhaktir, Anukramishyati, they will follow one after another. And that is the success of our life. That's what it is told. When your heart is cleansed, you had realized the self, then what is next? Super soul's appearance will realize. But super soul's appearance is the partial manifestation of the Lord. We want the complete manifestation of the Lord. What is that? Satchidananda Vigraha Krishna. Shashvatamaya, Jnanamaya, Anandamaya Krishna. Eternally blissful, eternally knowledgeable, eternally manifested Swarup of Krishna. Krishna and his Swarup are non-different. That's why when that Swarup will appear by the mercy of Krishna in your heart, and Krishna will never leave your heart. Krishna will bound up with the pure love of the devotee concerned. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadeva hrideshu vilokanti jang syama sundarang achinta guna swarupang govindang adipurusang tamang bhajami. That Adipurush Govind, when we'll hear about Krishna, because Krishna's transcendental form is so enchanting, so attractive. It is completely 10th canto is filled with Krishna's appearance, his beauty, his qualities, everything. When you hear it, your heart is totally free of all pollution, and the manifestation of the self, super self is there after Krishna himself. You will do some seva to the Lord. Your seva is your bhagavān. What you are hearing, that is gyan. If bhagavān is not complete, perfect, then realization will not come immediately. Be careful. Jnana and bhagavān, parallelly they should move, and they should be perfect and complete. Then you will see the Supreme Lord. And Supreme Lord will never leave your heart, because you are bound Krishna with the rope of pure love. And Krishna is admitting, Ang Bhakta Pradhino, Hisatantra Vaduja, Sadhuvir, Grasta Udhir, Bhaktir, Bhakta Jana Priya. This had happened with Parikshit Maharaj, so also with Sukadeva Goswami. The same personality. They are the equal cadre. Sukadeva, when he has his mother's home for 16 years, mother is getting pain. Narad is calling, Atman, please come out. No, I can't go. Maya is there. It will touch me. So Vyasadeva went to Dwarakadhish. Krishna, please come. Problem is here. So Krishna came. Told Atman, please come out. No, sir, there is Maya. I can't go. Now I am assuring you. Because at the womb of the mother, the soul is realizing the self. But when it's coming out from the mother's womb, because of the influence of 3 modes of matter nature, it immediately forgets its identity. So he told, please. Now okay, please come out. He saw Krishna, heard Krishna's assurance, heard Krishna's words, and immediately that faith came out. You see both the personalities. Parikshit in the home saw Krishna, the Sukadeva saw Krishna, carried out his order and come back, and Parikshit was protected and come back. They are from the very birth, exalted personalities. No question to hear Bhagavat and then 7 days to go back. It is totally impossible for us, but not for them. That is not required at all. But for us, Shravan Kirtan process is coming as it was prescribed by Prahlad Maharaj in 7th canto. Unless we practice, we can't go. We are not liberated like Sukadeva and Parikshit. So, by the arrangement of Krishna, this 7 days Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam recitation was taking place, and ultimately Parikshit went to Krishna's abode. These are the topics, but I think only time is past. I should not speak more. I should close it down. And sorry for my just going above the time. Please excuse me. So generally there is a system that we have some questions and comments. If anybody has any questions or comments, they can give. And thereafter we will wind up our discussion here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare
You
Krishna.
covered many topics. There's one a point I wanted to mention. Actually, there's 2 very quickly. One is that you mentioned Tulsi, Gita, or Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Bhakta, and Ganga. Those are things that can encourage person to take to devotional service. So we know that in Bhakti Yoga we call them Agyata Sukriti. And the point I want to make is that Srila Prabhupada created so many paraphernalia of Agyata Sukriti besides these 4, like he has restaurants, Rath Yatras, festivals, books. So this is like the glory of Srila Prabhupada, how he created more than 4, you see.
Yes.
And I want to mention the other point, that today's Bhagavatam verse is actually a direct proposal by Srila Prabhupada to give to the leaders.
I see. Thank you, Madam.
Is actually a direct proposal, word to word. Why don't we go and follow up to what Srila Prabhupada was doing. He was actually writing to different leaders around the world.
Yes.
So we should, is it just for few people in the Bhagavatam class, this proposal? What is our next step? You are all educated. Why can't we follow up with Srila Prabhupada's mission of writing to the leaders?
Definitely. Will
Right?
do.
So I implore you to kindly follow up on this. What's the purpose of just reading for few devotees?
Yes.
So, can I check back on you?
Thank you.
Can I check back that you are doing that?
Us, because you had given a good proposal, so definitely, because our society is vast and worldwide organization, and our different leaders are in different parts of the world, they should be aware of it, and they should also very much take care of it, and we should try to take it to their notice and see that how it is to be followed every day, everywhere, by everybody, so that at large this Krishna consciousness will be prevailed constantly all over the world, and Prabhupada's mission will be a grand success.
So why do we pass the buck on to the next person? You are educated, you read the verse today,
Yes.
right? Why should we pass the buck on to and point fingers to the leaders?
I can't hear, Mataji, please repeat. I can't hear. Echo is there, I can't hear.
Oh, sorry, I said why pass the buck and point fingers at the leaders? A Vaishnava is a guru for the whole world. So you are a guru as well?
That's my blessings
Isn't
of the
that true?
Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. We are just giving this presentation as it is by Srila Prabhupada, this purport itself. And we want to just make it a practice and be serious of it. And we'll see how, because it is the society with all the devotees from around the globe are here, so they should take it as their responsibility, so that it will be easier to just make it successful.
So this purport will be forgotten tomorrow.
Can you please, anybody can repeat his words, I can follow because of this sound is coming.
I
Echo
said,
is-
so this purport will be forgotten tomorrow. It's Srila Prabhupada's
Oh, I see.
proposal to the world leaders.
Yeah, because it is every day this recitation Bhagavatam there, every now and then Prabhupada had given his same instructions, either through this topic or different topics in different cantos and chapters. So it is coming every now and then as a reminder to us, so that we should not forget and we should be serious of the matter you had given here. Okay. So any question, any comments? You want? This mic.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, very nice of class today, regarding the existing of the Kali Yuga. Prabhu, actually, Prabhupada mentioned so many areas in so many contexts. The entire world is completely ruined due to the leaders of the particular state or whatever it may be. But you know, until unless the leaders become because they are the people who are bewildering the people in different contexts, different ways, keeping their advantage for themselves. No, then how at a stage is it possible to restrict that and everybody should become a devotee in this world?
As Krishna told in Gita, Jajjaj acharati sreshta tat tat iveturajana sajat pramanam kurusde lokastad anuvṛttate. That's correct instruction by Krishna to Arjuna, to all of us, and we can follow. But thing is, when leaders are coming, they should see how we can practice the teachings of Gita and Bhagavatam, and the commentaries given by our previous predecessors, acharyas, in our parampara, in our system, so that if they will follow, definitely they will become the example for the rest of the world. And when they are follow as it is, I think there is not any intricacy or any problem there. But as you told, unless they will be there, they will follow, they will instruct, and it remains as a formality only, definitely it gives a very chaotic situation.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. So I'll close it here, please. Any more? Any question? Thank you. Jai Granthara.